In the 1950s, a computer pioneer named Alan Turing began to brood over the question, can machines think? Alan Turing was way ahead of his time, and the concept of AI was first found out long after his death. The concept was made by John McCarthy. To find out whether or not the machines can think, he made a test, the Turing test. The test runs over a time span of 5 minutes. There are 3 participants, 2 humans and 1 computer. One of the humans is an interrogator, and the other human and robot sits in another room. The interrogator then have to interrogate the 3 participants, 2 humans and 1 computer. One of the humans is an interrogator, and the other human and robot sits in another room. The interrogator then have to interrogate the 2 entities via text, and after 5 minutes he have to guess who is the robot. The Turing test is inspired by a Victorian imitation game where instead of a robot and human, it is a woman and a man. The interrogator instead have to guess who is the man and who is the woman with the help of questions. Alan Turing believed that by the year 2000, the computers would be able to trick us into believing that they were humans 30% of the time, and it might finally have been accomplished. In 2014, a chatbot named Eugene Guzman fooled 33% of a judge panel to believe that he was a human. It supposedly passed the Turing test, though it did use some kind of tricks, which kind of worked as an excuse to why his English dialogue did not always add up. And Eugene is not the only AI to be made to use such tricks, and he is not the only one thought to have supposedly passed a test.
What is an AI? There are lots of AIs in the world, but today we're gonna talk about machine learning. AI is a simulation of human intelligence processed by a computer program, but machine learning is a subset of AI, made specifically to solve problems from specific data, also known as training data. It uses said data to calculate the best possible solution using mathematical equations. For an example, machine learning is used in email websites like Outlook and Gmail. When you get a mail, their AI filters through it and spots spam or viruses, and then deletes it, or places it in a spam folder. Pretty self-explanatory. This type of machine learning is called unsupervised. It is when an AI is given a set of data, then its goal is to find a pattern in its set data using algorithms. From that data, the AI can conclude what is what.
Technological singularity. Wagner made a prediction in one of his essays from 1993. He writes that mankind will develop a superhuman intelligence before 2030, and he gives 4 ways in which this could happen. One of them is that scientists could develop advanced AIs, that computer networks will become self-aware, that biological science advancements allow humans to physically engineer humans' intelligence, and lastly, that computers become so advanced that humans essentially evolve into new species. Computer technology advances at a fast rate than many other technologies. Winch says that at this rate, it's only a matter of time before humans build a machine that can think like a human. Machines will be able to improve themselves. Nobody can tell what's going to happen, but Winch says that the world would become such a different landscape that we can only make the wildest of guesses. And he also admits that while it's probably not fruitful to suggest possible scenarios, it's still a lot of fun. Maybe we will be able to live in a world where everybody can get to live the luxury, and we let the computer do all the tasks for us. It's hard to say if we ever reach that point in our society, but it's something to look forward to.